These are the Speedsters. Well, who makes the Speedsters? I'll tell you who makes the Speedsters. Where's his name? Paul Carmody. Now, that's not a name that none of you, any of you recognize. But people who DIY speakers know him because that's all he does all day. I think. I don't know, maybe he plays baseball or something. But what we are looking at here, and I will lower that. Oh, heavy. Very heavy. These are DIY speakers, like the Overnight Sensations. Remember those? Those are the last DIY speakers that I... Not a chance. Not a chance in hell. Those are the last speakers of DIY origin that I reviewed. And these were sent to me by someone who's like, hey, I built these. Do you want to listen to them? And I have some of the equipment to set up some DIY. But I really do router tables and then finishing, and then do I need speakers? I got 590s acting as like lamp shades in the corners. So if someone's offering me DIY speakers, and they are indeed, these are one of the most popular builds, then I'll take a look at them. Now the kit, literally in the description is going to be a Google link that is going to search DIY Speedsters. And you're going to get every result here is a relevant page of either the kit or the specs or the story behind them or imager albums of them or more kits. They're roughly to buy as a parts bin, which is let me see if I got this picture, which is a terrible picture. To buy that, which is the tweeter, the Tang Band driver, all the parts for the crossover. And sometimes the wood. Does it actually include the wire, screws, ports? Oh, I know, like this one over here. Hold on, wait. Where are you? There. This one includes an actual built box, I think. And they're roughly $300 for the pair, plus shipping. So that is not chump change when you get down to the real nitty-gritty of it. Because for $300... well, you get the signature fluence with the crazy, phase plug and everything for $200 to your house from Amazon, and you don't have to finish them. See, these are sort of finished in that granite cabinet spray-on stuff, and the ones that are in that imagery album are really nice and square and white. And I've seen them done in black, and I've seen them done in like bamboo. So when you get to DIYing stuff, it's because you have lots of free time to do stuff like this. So this one is it's basic. It's real heavy. My God. This is like 3 mica MB42Xs are crammed into this box. Rear plugs there, which is 5 ways, which he painted over because he was in a rush, I think he said. Front slot port. It's a slot load port, which you want that shape because round ports tend to chuff. If you don't know what chuffing is, just gotta port and blow into it really fast and suck in and out. So that helps with that, and it's front, which means they work on a desk. And these are designed for, well, here. I plug this in without looking. At your ass, I can't. Oh, get it back there. They're not easy to drive. That's one of the issues when you go with small, and these are a 4-inch. They claim to be a 4-inch, which is the same as a mica, which is the same as a JBL Loft 30. But my God, they're inefficient. I mean, I got look at the levels in the A500. There are maxed. I've got this maxed. I've got that maxed. And if I were to play music and max this control freak knob, hold on. Sublime. I know Sublime gets you kicked off YouTube. That's too quiet. No one knows that song. Come on. You suck. Alright. I know this song. So if I turn this knob with that maximum power... what does Deadpool say? Maximum effort? At exactly -3 dB on the little, you start hearing cone break up. You start hearing it's pushing too hard. So that's a lot of power that these are taking. They're taking it too. So what am I hearing? What are you hearing? Well, you're not hearing anything to the sound demo. If I play too much music in this, it's not available for, you know, mobile and Germans. And possibly now the minor outlying islands of America, because that occasionally comes up. There's low end here. Lots of it. Lots of engineered tang band, crazy crossover low end. Like the whole point of DIYing speakers is usually so that you could get speakers that are valued higher than what the cost to build was for less. So if you're building these for $3, they're designed to compete with speakers that cost $500 or $600. Problem is, I haven't reviewed any speakers that cost $500 or $600 that use 4-inch drivers, so I have nothing as a reference point to compare against. So I'm just sort of like listening to them going, well, these are better than the Overnight Sensations, because that's all I've got. The Overnight Sensation kits, those are cheap. Those are like $160 for the pair. So this is twice as expensive as that. It's got the crazy tweeter. Actually, let me see exactly which tweeter it is. I don't want to misquote. That is a Found Tech Neo CD1. So this is $50. To buy this tweeter is $50. To buy this driver is $50. To buy the crossover parts is $31. Then the port, which I guess this has a port. That is a round port, this kit. So that kit has a round port. This kit has, I guess, a rear port. I don't even see one on there. Yeah, that's a rear round port. There's like 9 ways you can build them. I like the front slot. It just takes more woodworking equipment to get that and then route it out so it's nice and rounded. So much stuff. What was I saying? Saying words. This tweeter is insane. You could tell. One of the big things that the guy that sent it to me and the people in the forums, like, sometimes you got to reverse the phase of it. You know, actually physically unplug positive, negative, and reverse it. Because occasionally that's what you got to do, depending on which plans you followed and if it's the right tweeter or not. So when I got them, one of them was actually disconnected from the trip because he didn't have them crimp tight enough. I had to go in there and wire it up correctly in phase. And I'm impressed by the tweeter. And then I'm impressed by the woofer. And then I'm sitting here and it's like, I don't want to hear Wreck the Discotheque anymore. Oh, Chris Cornell. Oh.
A while back. It's been a while now, but you know, don't let that slow you down.
What imaging, man! It's right there. However many views this video has, usually I can get like within like 2 weeks it'll be near 10 grand. If 5 of you take it upon yourself out of the 10,000 who have watched this video to put them together, you have my blessing. You can't buy them to get put together. I'm pretty sure there's Creative Commons licenses that says you can't build and sell this. This is an open design for everyone, blah, 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 blah. It's got some dirt in there. I mean, they don't work in a room. They're too small. But right here, and I'll link to this foam block, which is amazing for this purpose. Where's Chris Cornell? Chris.
It's not making me want it if you're drinking, so go ahead, doesn't matter.
Right here on a desk, these are better than the Signature Series full-ons. They're $100 more, and you literally need to have woodworking equipment to make it happen. And then even if you did have woodworking equipment, they would just be a big plain wooden box until you finish them, which is the big to-do, is how do you finish them? Do you mirror gloss, that sort of stuff. This guy went real... You know, just, I want to say ugly. They look like stones. They look like they're poured in concrete, which is kind of cool. I think there are concrete speakers. Imaging perfect. It's like legit perfect. Like I don't expect any better imaging from a speaker.
But
88.2. I can't play too much, or it's gonna hear, and YouTube's gonna go, ban him. They're great desk speakers. They're great desk speakers. I mean, what compares? The 530s obviously compare. The 305s over there, are they better than that? Because that's the next question that's coming out of everyone's mouth. Shut up. The bass is probably comparable to the 305. Maybe even more on this, just because of that front port. And it's I don't think they're neutral. They're definitely a fun speaker. So they might have a bit of a V or a weird W, West Side sort of thing going on. I think the bass might be better on this than the 305s. It's the tweeters that I would have to really sit down and pay attention to, because the 305s are nothing to laugh at when it comes to imaging. But then again, with this design, it would be more prominent or poignant to compare them against the Air Motive 5s, which are put away in the closet currently. If either of you build these, good luck. Send me pictures. If you can't buy them, I'm just telling you that DIY exists. This video is a DIY exists. And if you can do, by all means. I wish I could. I'll look for a specific kit that has this slot and isn't just the port in the back, because I think that helps a great deal, especially on a desk. Because then you could push these straight against the wall and you'd still be fine. And they even look good sometimes. Lowering it. Whipping and gripping the lamb. Niggas like Dino the man. I was like, damn, I was a... That's all I could do, or it's gonna get yanked. Actually, Glass House. This is a weird Billy Joel track called Glass House's Promo Talk. And I don't know what year it's from, but it's just him and his agent talking about how they should promote Glass Houses. The album from way back in whatever the fuck that album was. And it's just purely speaking. There's no music.
Proud of it, they've asked us to do this thing.
Is it that much?
There's Billy Joel.
I mean, the fact that you cut out the whole man.
It blows your mind.
Branch managers, all those people.
It's not even that funny or interesting. But for 9 minutes, I've sat here and listened to Billy Joel talk with his agent back and forth, because it's just like, that's the purest test of a speaker, is a full channel left voice and a full channel right voice. And if it sounds like there's two people having a conversation in your room, that's amazing. So let's skip ahead to this. We're discovering new music.
That's Woo! I don't care. Get it now.
You can hear the echo across.
Oh yeah, on CBS back today.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so weird. It's so weird with good speakers on a desk this close. No. Postmodern on jukebox. Perfect. I don't know if this is a thing, but if you have a near field vinyl setup, I feel like this would do the most justice. If you could build them, if you have the skill, if you buy just one of the kits, if that kit with the rear ports comes with completed boxes, then what's stopping you? It's just literally screwing it together and soldering crossover bits, or well, you kind of got to solder the crossover bits. You don't have to put them to a board. You like glue them to wood and then shove it inside the speaker. Although I would be a badass and I would put two terminals in the back and I'd have the crossover bits on the outside and then wired to the back, so you could see them. Like the hood of the car from Back to the Future 3. Had all the tubes and everything on it. These are impressive speakers. If they were on sale completed, and they could be on sale completed, and they were $300 like it is for the kit, it'd be a no-brainer to recommend them. The fact that it's $300 for the kit, and then you need to put, hours of work into them, that's on you. And then they're only going to work here on a desk, which is where a lot of you are putting your good speakers anyway. Can't play music. I'm probably going to do the sound demo for these here on this desk. I've been doing a lot of sound demos in the living room, but I think these work. These are here. XY pattern on the microphones. That's much music I give you. What a horn. What a horn recording. That's Araki Agulni. Again, Vice City soundtrack. I love the Vice City soundtrack. Oh, they're so heavy. DIY is an option if you can. If you can't, well then the Fluon Signature Series will have to do.